Hey guys, welcome back to Bush Builds. This is Jeremy. We just hit 10,000 miles on our Chevy Spark here. We're going to do a 5 things I love and a 5 things I hate about this car. So I just wanted to thank you guys. If this is your first time, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We appreciate all you guys. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, so feel free to get a hold of us. Greatly appreciate it. Love talking to everyone. So let's get it started. I just wrote down a list, so basically we're going to look at the pros here real quick. The pros, it's cheap. The car out the door, we paid $10,000. With financing, we're $14,000. It's cheap on gas. It gets 39 miles a gallon. The insurance on it's pretty cheap. It's like 75 or 80 bucks, so it's not much to insure. And then the payment on it's only like 220 bucks because it doesn't cost much, which is real great for a first-time car or economical car. So it's been, good. Another good thing, it's small, as you can tell in this video. It's a 4-door, but it's a very small 4-door. So it's easy to park, it's easy to maneuver around things. It's really not that big of a car. You can tell it's a little hatchback. So the good thing is it's comfortable. It's got AC, radio. It's easier to work on, and visibility. So what I mean by the easy to work on, let's see if my door's unlocked. Of course not. If you look underneath the hood here, even though it's a new car, eventually you will have to work on it. So you or someone else will have to work on it, I guess is a better way to put it. Let's see here. Where's that? Sorry about that. So if we look at everything, if a college student or someone just needed to figure something out, there's where your air filter is. That's where you can check your oil cap. And as you can tell, we haven't cleaned up this car at all. We haven't done anything. So this is your coolant reservoir tank. And then you got your washer fluid down here, the battery, and your fuses. So everything you can get at fairly easily. I'm sure if you pull this cover, you got your coil plugs and everything else. So headlight goes out. It's very easy to get toward those plugs, so that would be awesome. Real basic car. It's got an electric fan, washer tank over here. Again, easy to access the headlights and the fuse panel. This is your clutch fluid, or this is your brake fluid here. So the brake fluid, yeah, so we got the brake fluid over there, and I'm not 100% sure where the reservoir is for the clutch, or if they just share one because they're the same fluid. Anyways, so that's easy to work on. The visibility on this car is actually great. As you can tell, you got nice big raked back windshield. Nice windows on the inside, or on the outside, nice and big. Decent window on the back, easy to see out of. Again, same thing over there. Another thing I like on the interior, we didn't clean this up at all for the video, so I just kind of want to show you how it is. But if you look here, that's a Monster and an Arizona. And not just any Monster, that's a 24 fluid out Monster. So the cup holders and the 2 cup holders are very easy to access. And then you have an even bigger cup holder in between the 2 seats here. So this is a thing of Weed Whipper fuel, and that is 32 fluid ounces, so about the size of a Gatorade can, and that fits right in there nice and secure. So, and then what else we got here? So on the inside, we got the touchscreen radio and the backup camera. I would show you all that, but I have it in my previous videos. Obviously, air conditioning, stuff like that. And then we have the radio integration. So we have a cigarette outlet, a USB, and then a USB-C. So that's good. That's the backup camera, the touchscreen radio. For the handling, it's light and nimble for the snow. I've actually driven this in snow. It's not bad. It slips a little in first gear, but as long as you hit second, you're not trying to race, it's not the end of the world. Tires on this thing's cheap. It's easy. They're not expensive tires to replace if you have to service anything, so that's good. Now, some of the cons with a car like this. The interior. It's a no-frills plastic interior. It's got crank windows, no power locks. It doesn't even have remote locks. All you get with that car is you have a key, it unlocks the doors, everything else. Nice and easy. Cars have got so nice nowadays, though, with just having the basics, the crank windows and the touchscreen radio, the backup camera. It's still nicer than like a 90s car, which I grew up in. So let's see here. Got the crank windows. It is a stick shift, which I actually prefer. So a lot of people don't know how to drive the stick shift, but it's a 5-speed manual. Now with the manual, I've noticed it's a little slow getting off the line. It's not the end of the world. But it's better, in my opinion, than the CVT. CVT stands for constant velocity transmission. Over time, I just think the manual is going to be less headache. It's going to end up... So some of the things... This car's not going to be worth anything when I trade it in. We bought it for $10,000. It's got 10,000 miles on it now. And this car is probably going to be worth in 2 years $5,000, $8,000 at most. So you're not going to... It doesn't have the best resale value. Being a cheaper car, there's not as much insulation in the doors, so you can hear they're kind of tinny. So in the weather, you hear that. Same thing in the floors and stuff. You have the carpet, but you hear a lot of the road noise in these cars. So, and then another problem with it being small, I use this as a work truck, so it's not clean, you know. So with it being small, you end up with stuff on the floor. I don't really use my back seat, but I have tools in the back there. And the main thing that I'm kind of disappointed with, and I'm going to end up getting a different truck anyways, but this back area where I usually like to keep things, with it being so small, and I brought some stuff home from work, so it's not usually this bad, but pull the 2 coats I had out from the winter. So I have my tool bag in there, just some old tool stuff. But I mean, this thing fills up pretty quick, so you don't have a lot of room. The good thing is it is deep, so you do, you know, be able to get some stuff in there. So, let's see here. It's a 4-seater car. It is only 4 seats. And then funny enough, the car, with it being so small, this car you actually lose in the parking lot. They'll park behind a PT Cruiser or a Ranger, and then you got to kind of look for it because it hides, even though it's bright red. You can lose this car fairly easily. Another con with this, it's a stick shift. You know, people suck nowadays. They like to tell you they want to go everywhere that they're trying to go real fast. So they're going to tell you they're going to be on your bumper, and it's just a pain in the ass. And then what I've noticed, I wear work boots every day. I drive stick shift and work boots, so it's not the best scenario. But if you look where my clutch pedal is and where my boot is, I think there's nothing you can really do, but you're right up against this dead pedal here. So if you're just a little off, you're going to end up hitting where your foot really rests in the automatic or even in the manual. I mean, it's not terrible, but it is one of those things, if you wear big shoes like I do, you end up hitting that, or you find yourself hitting that every once in a while, and you got to adjust your feet. Again, not the end of the world. So, just something to know. And then being a cheap car, it's 2020. You think that they would get away from this, but it's just the cheapest way to do things. In the back here, you got drum brakes, which drives me nuts, but it's just more maintenance and more work. So you got drums in the back. But you do have disc in the front, so that's nice. It's kind of hard to see on camera. But it's part of being a cheap car. It's going to end up having the cheaper brakes on it. It stops fine. And then another thing, it's an economy car, so it's not sporty. It's got steel wheels, basic features, no thrills. And then the thing that drives me nuts, we got one armrest here. So you'd be driving with 2 people, and then my wife will steal my armrest. So... Alright guys, this is just a quick video, so please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys. If you're looking for us, look for us on Facebook and Instagram. and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching, guys. Look forward to talking to you guys. Have a wonderful day.